Hi, and welcome to another presentation from your business tutor, learning your way, anytime, anywhere. We've already identified that stakeholders can have a big effect on business success. Well, now we're going to turn to look at an equally influential issue, and that is internal factors. So what are we going to learn in today's presentation? Well, first of all, we're going to identify what an internal factor is. And then after that, we're going to explore how internal factors can affect an organisation. So let's turn to our first question and ask, what is an internal factor? An internal factor is anything that occurs within or inside an organisation that can affect its success. As you'd expect, internal factors can either have a positive or negative influence on a business. This means internal factors can be classified either as strengths of a business or weaknesses of a business. So with that in mind, let's turn to look at how internal factors can affect a business, and initially how internal strengths can affect the business. As you would expect, the more strengths a business has, the greater its chance of being successful and having competitive advantage. For example, one of the most important strengths a business can have is great staff. Staff who are highly trained and motivated. This is because highly trained and motivated staff will not just be able to make more products to a higher standard, but will provide better service to customers. And as we know, if a business can provide high quality products and great service, then customers won't just continue to buy from the business, but will tell others as well, which will increase sales and help profits grow. Another internal factor that can positively influence a business is a great management team that are inspirational, have good business acumen, and are bold decision makers. This is because a strong management team will be better able to identify business opportunities, such as expanding the business into another country or taking the business online. Both these opportunities will allow the business to grow and prosper by accessing new customers, which will increase sales. However, perhaps even more importantly, a great management team can inspire staff to do more than they ever thought possible. This is vital because if management can inspire staff to be more creative and inventive, they may develop new groundbreaking products that customers love and want to purchase, which will help the business to build a strong brand. In fact, having great products is another strength a business can have. This is because excellent products will attract customers to your business. But more than that, it will help the business create a reputation and a strong brand name. This, of course, will make it easier to sell your product at a higher price, which should allow your business to make a larger profit. Another strength a business can have is great technology. In other words, modern equipment, new machinery, and an up-to-date information technology system. All of these give a business an advantage over their competitors. For example, if a business has modern, up-to-date equipment and machinery, it should be able to significantly reduce its costs. This is because a business with new equipment and machinery may require fewer workers. The machinery may be fully automated, meaning a computer system rather than employees control how the machinery works. This means staff aren't needed, which reduces wage costs. But having modern technology can benefit a business even more than that, because it will be able to produce products more quickly, to a higher quality and with lower levels of waste. However, the benefits of having modern technology don't end there. For example, if a business has invented new technology, it can apply for a patent. Now, this can be very beneficial to a business, because if the patent is granted by the government, it means other businesses cannot use that technology unless you agree to let them. This therefore gives you a competitive advantage, as the patented technology may allow your business to make better products at a lower price. Having great digital technology can also be a huge advantage. For example, a small local business that has developed a great internet site can sell its products globally rather than just being restricted to their local market. The benefit of this is the business will see increasing sales and improved brand recognition, but better yet, will be able to grow fairly cheaply as they won't have to open lots of branches all over the world. The final internal strength we'll look at, and probably the most important, is finance. This factor is so important because having enough finance or money is what keeps a business trading from day to day. For example, a business with lots of finance or cash will be able to pay all their bills as they fall due. This will keep stakeholders such as suppliers and employees happy, as they are being paid on time. As such, suppliers will continue to deliver inventory when required, and employees will continue to work hard and provide great service. But having lots of finance is even more important than that. This is because finance is the driving force behind business growth. Having lots of finance allows a business to grasp business growth opportunities when they arise. For example, it may allow a business to finance the takeover of a competitor so that it can increase its market share. Let's now turn and look at our second question and ask, how could the internal weaknesses of a business affect it? Weaknesses, just like strengths, can have a massive effect on business success and failure. For example, if a business has a demotivated workforce, the consequences can be severe. This is because demotivated staff are unlikely to be committed to the business, meaning they will probably provide poor service, which will upset customers, resulting in them going to another business. Worse still, an uncommitted and demotivated workforce will make it virtually impossible for management to implement changes such as new working practices or new production techniques. This is because staff will resist or disrupt the change by taking industrial action like going on strike or on purpose using new equipment incorrectly, so more mistakes are made. Another weakness a business could have is a poorly trained workforce. This is a problem as the staff will make more mistakes, causing the level of waste to increase, which increases costs. More than that, even the products that are completed will be of poor quality, which will result in an increasing number of complaints and customers switching to competitors. This in fact creates a further weakness, because poor quality products that are badly designed will give the business a bad reputation. Another problem for business is if it has a weak management team. As we know, managers are incredibly important because they are the main decision makers in a business. As such, if they make bad decisions, such as setting too high a price or setting up in the wrong location, their business will suffer as sales will fall and profits will decrease. Old or outdated technology can also be a big problem for a business. This is because old machinery is far more likely to break down, which would cause production delays, meaning deadlines may be missed. But also, old technology won't be as efficient, which will reduce the level of products that a business can make. Along the same lines, old IT systems can also be a major issue for an organisation. For example, if the system crashes, the business will grind to a halt and won't be able to help customers as they'll be unable to access their details. Worse still, if the IT system is not well protected, it may open it up to hackers attacking the system and putting viruses and ransomware on the system. This could prevent the business using its IT system but may also allow unauthorised people to access confidential information on the business and its customers. A final internal weakness, and one which is incredibly influential, is lack of finance. This is so important because a lack of finance or cash can cause a liquidity problem. In short, this means a business has run out of cash to pay its bills. This is a major crisis, because if you cannot pay your suppliers, they will stop supplying inventory, meaning you have nothing to sell. And if you can't pay employees, they will stop working, meaning the business won't be able to open or produce anything. As can be seen, a lack of finance is of real concern to a business and can result in its failure and bankruptcy. So what did we learn today? Well, first of all, we found out what an internal factor is. After that, we explored how internal factors can both positively and negatively affect a business. The vast majority of businesses that fail have had significant weaknesses at their core. Weaknesses which they have ignored and allowed to grow, and which inevitably led to their predictable failure. This is why it is vital that an organisation not only identify, but put in place measures to improve their weaknesses. Thankfully, internal factors, as they are inside a business and under their control, are something which can be altered by a business. This doesn't mean that it will be simple, but rather, if there is a will and plenty of commitment, then weaknesses can be reduced or even converted into strengths.